Isn't it time to dispatch troops?
To where, if I may ask?
To Huling, sir. The King of Han has stated it clearly in his letter.
King of Qi, why do you hesitate? Is it because we haven't finished reorganizing?
We have been reorganizing.
Then, sir, it must be because you think we lack in supplies? Is that it?
Do we really lack supplies?
Then what's the reason? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you intending to violate the King of Han's order on purpose?
Xiao
Although you are now the King of Qi, and you have a whole kingdom to rule over, still, in our eyes, you are the King of Han's commander-in-chief. Listen, I won't preach loyalty to you, nor talk to you about strength and weakness. I just want to ask you, has the king ever mistreated you?
Never.
Then why don't you help the King of Han out in Guangwu? What are you thinking?
Wait. General, think this over.
No way. You must explain now, or we will lead soldiers tomorrow to help the King of Han, and we'll do it with or without your permission.
I know what you two are thinking right now. Pass the drink around. It's cold out here. If you could just see yourselves as generals instead of just mere officials working for him. Answer 3 questions of mine, and I will gladly go with you.
Ask away.
The King of Han is asking us to brave the cold winter and fight Xiang Yu together with him in battle. Isn't that right?
Yes.
And if we win the war, we will take over the land, and many years of wars will finally stop. The people will finally be able to lead peaceful lives. They won't have to suffer anymore either. Isn't that right?
That is exactly why we're in support of this.
What if we lose?
Lose?
If we lose the war, no one in this world can ever be a match for Xiang Yu. Although the King of Han can depend on Guangzhong, he cannot resist Xiang Yu's strong cavalry.
You asked 3 questions, but I have 1. How would we lose this battle?
King of Qi, why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because you both have been blinded by past victories. After we conquered Wei, we've experienced more than 10 battles, both big and small. I can say we won those without much effort. Yes, we have defeated Longzhou by the Wei River. But those weren't Chu's elite soldiers, and they weren't Xiang Yu's main forces.
What if we join forces? Can we still not defeat Xiang Yu?
Yeah.
King of Qi, you have a very strong army at the moment. Why do you fear him all of a sudden?
I've only fought Xiang Yu once. That was the Battle of Pengcheng. Were you both there?
Yes, we were there.
We had more soldiers than he did that day. And we had the geographical advantage, but no one lost nor won. We only had 20,000 men. Now in Guangwu, Xiang Yu has 150,000 soldiers. If you two can beat your chests and say, we'll definitely defeat Xiang Yu, then I'll set off right away. We should think this carefully. The King of Han is a king. He needs to worry about his land. And I'm his commander-in-chief. a general for a lifetime. I will not wage war if victory is uncertain.
I don't understand. Why did you refuse the emissary from Han?
Oh, this insignificant matter is what's been bothering you for the past few days.
Insignificant matter? The King of Han asked to station your troops north of Waiwang, and when spring comes, attack Yu County. Why did you refuse him?
He only wrote me a letter?
Yes.
Yes, just a letter.
Pang Ye, you're too greedy. You do realize we're the weakest among all his forces.
Yes, exactly. That's the most important reason. He survived certain death, but that's his business. That neither makes me happy nor sad. But judging by the stalemate in Guangwu, why send out soldiers if we're not getting anything in return? Wouldn't be that too foolish of us?
But if you refuse to help at a crucial time, are you not worried that we'll become a thorn in the King of Han's heart?
Well, we retreated from Yu County. So if the King of Han hates us, then he hates us. Think about it. If someone already hates you, especially someone like the King of Han, tell me, can you still make up for it? Although Xiang Yu is arrogant and tyrannical, I figure that as long as I humble myself to him, he might still spare my life. But for the King of Han, we'll need to improve our standing with him step by step. Only then do we have a chance of survival. Do you understand now?
You have a point. But I'm afraid that Hanshin would send his soldiers to the King of Han. And so our importance will be much lessened.
Hanshin? Do you honestly think he won't think of himself first?
He's different from you and me. He's an official of the King of Han.
Official? Is that synonymous to loyalty?
So, any news from Pang Yue or Han Xin? Why are you not saying anything?
My king, I don't know how to say it.
Just tell me the truth.
The truth is, Han Xin will not come. He said we're at a disadvantage and refused to mobilize troops.
What about Pang Yue?
Pang Ye will not come either. He didn't even bother to give me an excuse.
I had already expected this. Pang Yue is a cunning man. He won't send his soldiers unless he benefits. Han Xin, on the other hand, wants to win battles. Without an assurance of success, he will not come.
Your Majesty, your injury is not fully healed. You cannot lead the army. Furthermore, if we attack them by ourselves, it would be dangerous for us. We should stock up on supplies instead and attack during spring.
You make a good point, Chao He. We should avoid them instead. I'm just worried that when spring comes, we'll be more at a disadvantage. You're worried that Xiang Yu may learn about your injury. If Xiang Yu knows you haven't made a full recovery, he'll seize the opportunity and attack us. In that case, yes, we will be at a disadvantage. So we must attack them first. But if we do that, then Han Xin and Pang Yue must make a decision to help us. It doesn't matter if the King of Han wins or loses. Their decision will determine their fate.
Oh, I see. So that's how it is. What do we do? Order us, my king.
Well, let's continue to challenge Xiang Yu to fight us. But don't attack first. Wait for Han Xin and Pang Yue. If they come, then we attack. If they don't decide to come, then we'll think about it. Go and rest. Go and rest. Go on. Everyone rest.
What's happening?
Brother, that coward Liu Ji has led a huge group of soldiers out of the mountain stream. I don't understand what strategy he's using.
That bastard! He's really asking to die. This is what we've been waiting for. My king, issue an order. I'll lead a charge attack.
I'll make up for my defeat. Let me go instead.
Spread my order. Close the gate. No one is allowed to leave. If the Han soldiers attack us, greet them with arrows.
Your Majesty, this is a great opportunity. We shouldn't miss this chance.
Have you forgotten? Isn't this the trick I played before? Back then, we were in need of supplies and had to launch a decisive war against Liu Bang. Why? Because if we didn't fight, we'd die. Now think about this. Why would Liu Bang attack us right now? Does he have a death wish? I see not an ounce of courage in that Liu Bang at all. If you think he's here to attack because he can't live with a humiliation, that is nonsense. He's attacking us now because it's advantageous to him. All right then. He can handle that. Then I can do much better than him. He wants to fight? Then I won't fight. Let him be anxious.
How are things going?
My lord, the entire Chu camp is like this. Even if we challenge them, no one's coming out to attack.
Judging by Xiang Yu's character, it is very unusual for him to be so calm.
I don't think they can see through our strategy at this moment. You don't know Xiang Yu very well. He is always opposing me no matter what I do. Don't worry. I know how to deal with him.
Shaoying, what's happening?
Look, what do you think?
Lord Chen said it's all right. Your Majesty. You were looking for me?
Kneel!
Huh?
Kneel now!
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, you're...
You really don't know? Don't you know why you're here in front of me? Don't you play the fool?
No, Your Majesty,
Don't you know what you've done, or are you merely pretending?
I really have no idea what mistake I've committed.
You didn't just make a mistake. You've committed a crime!
Crime? Please explain, Your Majesty.
Let me ask you. Have you ever said you would kill Madam Qi? Have you?
I was wondering what happened. So this is all because of that woman? Hasn't that wicked woman already brought you enough trouble? You would kill a loyal subject just because of that woman?
Are you even loyal?
Yes, I am!
You have disobeyed me. How can you say you're loyal?
My lord, I have done everything for the sake of our state. If you really appoint Ru Yi as the crown prince, even if you killed me, I'd refuse!
When did she say that? I would appoint him crown prince. Did you hear it? Huh? Luan, you're the only person making trouble here. You should be killed!
Your Majesty,
Your Majesty, even though Luan's words are harsh, he really didn't do anything offensive. He shouldn't be executed.
My lord, you mustn't kill Luan.
That's right, Your
My lord,
Majesty.
please think
Luan
about
has
this.
been
Been with us and fought for us for many years. If we kill him because of this, soldier
Your
morale
Majesty,
will be affected.
Luan must
Your
not be
Majesty,
killed.
Luan
Right,
must
my
not.
lord.
Your
My
Majesty,
lord.
Luan
My
must
lord.
not be killed.
You must listen to reason, my lord. Please. All right. Since so many people are begging for mercy on your behalf, I will spare you. But still, you must be punished. 20 lashes.
Your Majesty, I never expected that you would treat me this way.
You refuse to obey? 40!
Your Majesty!
60!
Whip me then. You won't hear a sound from me. If I make a sound, I won't be Luan!
80.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty! I do not fear your lashings!
You...
Watch out. What is it?
I must see our lord now.
The king is asleep.
I must see him even if he's asleep.
Lord Shao.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Who is it?
Xiao,
What happened?
my lord. Luan has left us.
Huh? Where did he go?
He got on a horse and headed towards the Chu camp.
My punishment has drove him to join Xiang Yu. All right. That's good. I knew he'd betray me sooner or later. Lord Shao, tell all our soldiers, whoever meets Luan from Guangwu to Guangchong should kill him the moment they see him. The reward's 100 liang of gold.
Yes.
And also, be sure to tell them that he'll be appointed Marquis.
Yes.
I am Luan. Greetings, King Shang.
You're close to the King of Han. What are you doing here?
I have been treated unfairly at camp. I cannot accept it. So I came to surrender to you.
Surrender to me. Tell me, why should I accept you? Is there anyone more shameless than you in this world? I heard you and Liu Bang grew up together. How can you betray him like this? Should I believe anything you say to me?
How dare you, Luan? Kneel down and answer the king now!
Kneel! I escaped from the Han camp. I have nothing now except my life. Do you mean to humiliate me, King Shang? All right, go ahead then, do it! But King Shang, I'm telling you, only I am able to defeat Liu Bang. Do you want to know the secret? I leave that to you, King Shang.
How admirable. What a bold man you are. But your plan of pretending to have suffered will not work here. Kneel now! Kneel!
Be reasonable.
Give him a meal. After you've eaten, go back to your camp. Tell Liu Bang to attack and not play these little games.
There's no need. I know that you don't have enough food supplies here in the Chu camp, yet you're still offering me a meal. I feel very honored. You are admirable. It just proves I'm right to join you. But you shouldn't give up this opportunity to defeat Liu Bang! Of course, the decision is yours. If I can't take revenge against him, then I will be more patient. I will wait for that person, the one who will defeat him for me in the afterlife! Come on! Kill me right now! I want a quick death!
Oh. People who are selling an idea always play this role so well. Are you done acting? If you want to die, go somewhere else. We've had enough of your performance.
Such injustice! This is injustice! I want revenge, but you don't trust me. Why won't you kill me? Just kill me now! Kill me! Brother!
You really hate Liu Bang?
Yes, I do.
You'd risk your life to kill him?
Gladly.
Admit this is all a farce, and I'll spare you.
You still don't believe me, King Shang. All right. I will use my life to prove it to you.
Give him a uniform. Allow him to go into battle.
Mr. Liu, this way.
Thank you, King Shang. Your Majesty, you asked for me?
Come in.
Your Majesty, are you feeling better?
Luan,
Yes.
I heard that when I was in coma, you threatened Madame Qi. Is this true?
Yes.
Do you know the consequences for that?
I know. The death penalty. But my lord, I don't think I did anything wrong.
I know. You did it for my own good.
Yes.
Sit down.
Yes.
We've been good friends for so many years, right?
That's right.
And as a good friend, everything that you think and do is for my own good. Isn't that right? I said, isn't that right, Luan?
Yes.
But how can you forget that our biggest enemy right now is not Chi-Ji? It's Xiang Yu, right?
That's right.
But it's fine. Let's not talk about this. I can let this pass. I was hoping that you could do something for me instead.
Your Majesty,
You don't need to answer just yet. It's not an easy job, and you will suffer for it. You may even lose your life too.
I'm willing to do anything for you. Even die for you.
It's been 3 days. What has that man done in this camp?
I had someone watch him. He's just in his tent, hasn't done anything.
A hunger strike?
Brother, it's the opposite. He actually eats a lot. Oh. King Shang.
So how are you?
Not so bad.
Now I understand how Liu Bang could hate you so much.
Huh?
You always act so arrogant and standoffish.
Oh. Is that so? King Shang, I need to speak with you.
Oh. You finally have words for me. Come, let's go to my tent.
Oh, no. No, it's not that. I was hoping that you could permit me to see old Mr. Liu. Oh? You are a Han traitor. You still want to face Mr. Liu? It's rather personal. I hope you will allow me.
Tuti, bring him over.
Yes. Thank you, King Shang. This way. Old Mr. Liu. Old Mr. Liu. Old Mr. Liu. Who are you? It's me, Luan. I'm Luan. I came late. Too late. It's you, Luan. What are you doing here? How are the rest of your friends? They are well. They're well. And how is my son? Liu Ji is safe. Do not worry. Oh, good. That's good. Does your leg still hurt during winter? Under such circumstances, all I can do is live with the pain. Let me massage it. Look at you. You know exactly where the pain is. Great. Luan, tell me something now. What are you doing here in the Chu camp? Did my son send you here? No. If not, then that means you were caught. Old Mr. Liu, your son never took care of you. Let me attend to you just once, because this might be the last time. What are you talking about? What is going on, Luan? Just tell me right now. Old Mr. Liu, when I was a child, you took care of me. You even treated me as your own son. If I were to become Liu Ji's enemy starting now, can you accept it? What do you mean, enemy? Huh? I don't understand what's going on. I have left the King of Han now, and I am now joining King Xiang. From now on, please forget about me, Mr. Liu. I've failed Liu Ji. I made this decision on my own. I will take my leave now. Just like that, you two are now enemies.
Have a seat.
Thank you. I wouldn't be of much use. I don't deserve such a reception.
You're sincere about joining me. You deserve courtesy.
Thank you, King Shan. But Your Majesty, what made you trust and believe in me?
I like your temperament. I heard that you lead soldiers to save Mr. Liu. Then Liu Bang had you whipped after that. You almost lost your life, is that right?
You're very well informed, King Shang.
You still haven't answered my question. I'd like to trust you, but I hope you can be honest with me.
All right. To save Mr. Liu was my own decision. I wanted to save him because he took care of me as a child. I don't want to see him suffer. But it's pointless to say such things now. I stayed in Liu Bang's camp for so many years. But my contributions were not valued. Now I have surrendered to you because I wanted to join you in defeating Liu Ji and taking over the land. I want him to see what kind of person I am. Hey, brother, why did you leave halfway?
He's nothing but an incompetent fool. He has been kicked out of camp by Liu Bang. Now he has come to create trouble.
Wait, brother. You might as well let him finish his words before you make a decision. You're the king. You always have the last say.
Tutsi, can't you see that he's just saying empty words? I don't want to waste time listening to him.
Wait a minute. Brother, do you think Lu Wan is crazy? If he is crazy, he would not have appeared so calm the other day. If he's crazy, he would not have formally bade farewell to Mr. Liu.
Then do you mean to say he's of use to us?
Brother, in the Chou dynasty, Zhang Ziya loved to fish. He acted sluggish and looked like he didn't care. But he helped his king with important matters. I believe it's the same. Lu Wan has a strategy to defeat Liu Bang. Brother.
All right. I'll listen to you this time. Come on, let's go back.
Speaking of this battle of Guangwu, I think the King of Han is evenly matched with you. You also plan to delay the attack until spring, because you thought Han Xin and Peng Yue may just act as onlookers and wait to profit from the battle. Am I right, Your Majesty?
Every experienced soldier understands that. Won't they understand that as well?
I don't understand strategies that much, but I know Han Xin and Peng Yue better than you do.
Oh? Please elaborate.
All right, take Peng Yue. He's an opportunistic rat. He can fight, but he's not trustworthy. He will only support the person from whom he can benefit.
I can give him everything the King of Han can give. That was seen when Peng Yu retreated from Yu County.
No, King Shan. You still don't understand Liu Bang. Liu Bang can give half of his lands to Peng Yue. Can you do the same? Can you offer that much to a man you call a stink bug?
I'd rather destroy him.
Exactly. As for Han Xin, regardless of what happens here, do you know what the man values the most? It's his pride. In all those years in your camp, he was never valued at all. I believe he only remained a halberd guard. But how did Liu Bang treat him once he came to us? First, Liu Bang pardoned him. Second, Liu Bang appointed him commander-in-chief of the whole army. And now he has appointed him as king. Brother, what General Lu Wan is saying is, once we start fighting, the Han soldiers will attack. Peng Yue may cut off our supplies route. Han Xin might attack us from behind. Then we'd be defeated. General Lu Wan, is this what you meant? Yes, that's right. Right now, Liu Bang hasn't even won yet. But inside his camp, women and children are already competing for the throne. They have separated into 3 groups. One supports Liu Yi, while another supports Madame Qi, and the last supports Bo Ji. A few days ago, Liu Bang was wounded by an arrow and his camp was in chaos. King Shang, I have a plan. Why don't you use the chasm as a border? Chu can take the east side, while Han can take the west side. Both sides can have an everlasting treaty. Pretend to retreat your lands. I think Liu Bang's camp will break into chaos soon. I know you can't just change your direction immediately, but we can use old Mr. Liu and Li Che in this case. You don't need them, and keeping them hostage just makes you look bad. I believe Liu Bang will agree to this treaty. It's for his father and his wife's safety. Once the treaty is set, Li Che will return to the Han camp. First, she will try to kill Qi Ji, and Liu Bang will be busy with that. I believe that in a year, or maybe 2, Liu Bang's forces will fall apart. And then, by that time, you can easily defeat Liu Bang. Mr. Zhang, Lord Shao.
General Yu, I believe the last time we met was at Hong Gate.
Mr. Zhang, it has been a long time.
General Yu, has King Shang sent you with a message?
That is correct.
If this is about the decisive war, please return, General. The King of Han will not see you.
Mr. Zhang, you misunderstand. My king doesn't want people to suffer anymore. He wishes to end this war as early as possible. But the King of Han neither attacks nor surrenders. My king wishes to discuss peace, as well as negotiate terms. He is proposing a ceasefire, where we don't invade.
In other words, you have come to speak for a peace treaty between Chu and Han.
That is correct.
The King of Han has been waiting for this. You are welcome.
Thank you, Lord Shao.
This way.
Lead the way. you been well?
Yes, how about you, Xiangbo?
担当，大风吹，吹乱万象，吹不乱我思想，吹不乱我方向。在世无声无息。不如轰轰烈烈一场。剑穿透铠甲，穿不透时光，透不敌袒露的胸膛，宁愿替受伤，不让心凄凉。大风吹，云飞扬。谁知我心所向？谁知我心所向？